Okay, as soon as it gives me to go live over here, we'll be good to go on Instagram.
Okay.
All right, we're good to go there. Let me hit it here while I'm thinking about it. All right. And we are live, Unapologetic Podcast Sports. I really didn't want to do this show, but I'm going to be a good sport and do this show. Bam. It's like a repeat of the last time we were here. You know, only want to go through this anguish one time. So that's why
Uh,
we didn't let Kim do it in the beginning.
okay.
Unapologetic Podcast on all podcasts and social media platforms. It's Sports Day. We started the show because we wanted to have Bears talk, and a lot of the people who wanted to do Bears talk, they are not with us. But we have the actual and factual Kim Smith. How are you tonight?
I'm blessed, black, and highly favored. I just want you Bears fans to know, I am a shoulder to lean on when you need it. We are here for y'all.
Thank you so much, Bam. Welcome back. How are you, sir?
Go Bulls.
This is like a repeat. I swear to God. But before we get to our special guest, uh,
Uh-oh.
a friend
Well,
of mine said, "Hey, come watch the game with me," I wanted to say no so bad because I knew what's going on. Is my computer the one acting up here?
it is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You're coming back a little bit. You were about to introduce us to our special guest.
Oh, okay. Well, CJ, welcome. Unapologetic debut. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How y'all doing?
Well,
We
I'm
are
doing
doing
good. I'm not a
okay.
Bears fan, so I watch the Bears, but so I'm fine. I don't know about the other individuals, on the podcast today.
I feel good on here.
CJ
I'm a
is
Patriots
joining
fan,
us.
so I can't talk about too many teams, but I can talk about the Bears.
Well, good to
Did
hear.
you just
Wow.
did you just say you're a Patriots
Wow.
fan?
Yes, sir. You know that.
No,
A
I didn't know
Patriots
that.
fan. Okay.
We have a Patriots fan joining us from the trash state of Missouri. Welcome to the show.
Yep. Appreciate it. Happy to be
Where at
here.
in Missouri?
I'm in St. Louis right now.
Oh, shut up. Okay. Born and
Yeah.
bred in Carbondale, so I know exactly where you are.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm guessing, Bam, you're a Bears fan too?
Only on Sundays.
Ooh.
So by the time they lose on Monday, I got to get myself back together so I can root for them on next Sunday. It's ugly, man. Like 8 sacks. Was it 8 and 9? The week before. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless right now, so I'm gonna let y'all take the lead. You know what I
Oh, wow.
mean?
Speechless. Okay, because
Goodwin, where you at, man?
we are covering 2 weeks of the Bears today because we did as everybody know, we did a politics show last Tuesday, so we did not get to talk about the game before the horrible loss that we suffered on Sunday. So they did something that y'all swore up and down they would never do. They fired somebody mid-season. I'm so confused, gentlemen, because I keep hearing, from all of you men that, the Bears can't make this move. It's not something that they will do or they're willing to do. They don't fire people during the season. But I think y'all have some new people on staff, no?
Yeah, I think that came from public outcry.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, people got fed up. People got tired of the offense not able to move the ball. Now, if you check out this last game that we had on Sunday, they moved the ball pretty well,
Yeah, they did.
running the ball, quick quick throws. You know what I mean, 3-step drops, and they moved the ball pretty well. So I was impressed by the way they moved the ball. And the defense is always solid. To me, the defense is I won't say elite, but above average.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So they were able to. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey man, I mean it is what it is at the end of the day, and we're not talking about what needs to be talked about, which is the front office, man. Like what have y'all done for us lately? Except for you know what I mean, getting wasting first draft picks. The first pick draft, whatever. I'm tongue tied right now. But matter of fact, the reason why I call it a waste is because they're just not enough coach. They're not good enough coaches to coach these youngsters coming into the league. So
yeah, I think Eberflus on his way out.
Well,
he got one
let's talk with CJ. You're a Patriots fan, 19-3. You know, tell us what you felt about the game. How did y'all? I mean, just you know, I'm new to football, so I ask questions that you all, you know, might already know. But how did y'all get this win?
Well, our number 3 pick was better than their number 1 pick. That's what came down to.
Wow.
Number 3. And it come down to coaching. I mean, the Bears, I didn't see the Bears do a lot of weird stuff this year. I don't really. Bears look bad. I do agree with you when you say the firing of the offense coordinator was a cry for help. But I think they should have got rid of the head coach. I think they might have fired the wrong person. Because I mean, even last week, the field goal situation. Why didn't we get a little closer to pick the field goal? Like
that
a good one.
I'll say that was a makeable good field goal. There was nothing wrong with them running the clock down. That's a professional kicker. He can yoke that easily. Whatever happened when they snapped the ball that they're trying to, he can make that. He can make that field goal. But whatever happened when they snapped the ball that they're sending the tapes to the league and all this and all that, the game shouldn't have been. They should have probably went for a touchdown.
There we go. That's what I'm saying.
Try to have some balls, I'll say, on the coaching staff, but that they played it safe and it didn't work out for them.
How was he able to?
Yeah, I would not have the end of the games that Eberflus is just really messing up. You know, you run the clock down to 3 seconds to kick a damn near 50-yard field goal when you have timeouts makes no sense. I wouldn't have passed the ball, but I would have run the ball with Roshan Johnson a time or two to get closer. You know, the closer you are, the faster you can get the kick up and you can make it higher. Whereas the further back you are, it gives people more of a chance to tap the ball like they did. I was watching the game, like I said, at a friend's house. I don't know if y'all heard me earlier. And this is the first time I walked away and I didn't want to watch it. I was like, it's Green Bay. It's for the win. I actually got up and did not watch it and just heard the reaction. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not a trader, but I am the type of person where it's just like, damn, it is really hard watching the Bears right now. I should have just stayed in my bed so I could have just turned it off and watched the other game. It was another game on. What was the other game? Was the Steelers on Channel 2? Somebody was on Channel 2 at the same time.
Steelers and the Ravens.
Yeah, so
Steelers and the
it
Ravens
is
and the
11 times in a row the Bears have lost to Green Bay. And it's sickening and it's sad. And yes, we had a new offensive coordinator, but they still only put up 19 points. Yes, they could have won the game. Shout out to the defense. I heard you all talking, you know, to give up 19 points to New England and 20 points to Green Bay and still lose. It's pretty sad. So
New England
Yes,
ain't
they
putting up a lot
did.
of points though, cuz.
No, New England's not, but New England should have been an easy win.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. Honestly, y'all ain't doing nothing this year, man. Like last
100%.
year or the year before. I mean, y'all got a fresh quarterback also. Y'all still trying to figure things out. But Chicago's Chicago, man. We're hardcore fans, and we're steady hanging on to y'all and giving y'all these. All right, maybe next week. Oh, next week we got it. Maybe next quarter. You know what I mean? Maybe with 2 minutes left. Oh, this is our
Next year.
chance. And it's very, very frustrating,
But
man.
isn't
It's
it
very
true
frustrating.
that since y'all lost Sunday's game, that there's no hope, that there's no other games that you all have the potential to win? That's not
No.
true?
They all we playing playoff bound teams,
No,
man.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
So
is it time to be realistic and start looking into next season, or do you all have some hope for the rest of the season?
if we win out, if which won't happen, we just get a worse draft pick. So you know, I don't know what to do now. I'm just gonna keep watching. I got other squads that I root for, and I'll just try to see what happens with them.
Who is the
yeah,
so is there any truth to there potentially should have been another offensive coordinator hired? This particular man, I guess, coached Caleb for like a year or something, but Matt Eberflus thought he was too like demanding, and so that's why he picked Shane and not this other particular guy that could have potentially made Caleb better out of the gate.
Goodwin, what you think?
uh, you know, I would have for me, you draft you get the number one draft pick, you draft the quarterback. I would have just started fresh with everybody, coach, brand new coordinators, and let everybody be bad and grow together. Waldron, lame duck offensive coordinator, they wasn't feeling them. He wasn't holding them accountable. So and they spoke up about it and they got him out. The Bears are not going to fire Eberflus mid-season. I don't see him being there next year. But what the main thing is, the Bears have to get an offensive line. That quarterback, it's going to be a rough go for Caleb Williams, and he's such a diva. He's going to request a trade. You know, he didn't want to
Trade,
come to the
yeah. Oh
Bears
yeah.
anyway.
Oh
So
yeah.
I was thinking about that too. He didn't want to come here from the
No,
first
wait a
place.
minute. Wait a minute. You're telling me that we got rid of Justin Fields, and you telling me that he can request a trade in the next year or two if he's not feeling it.
He could request a trade tomorrow. He's on a contract. They don't own him. He's on a contract. They don't have, now mind you, they don't have to trade him, and they could,
Oh.
but it creates it creates a divided locker room, a chaotic locker room. I don't know. They trying to cater to him. I think that's what they've been trying to do, is to cater to him. Honestly, I don't think he should have started the first year. I think he should have been sitting down.
yeah,
We should have shopped
Uh-huh.
for a
Who?
veteran. Caleb. We should have shopped for a veteran and let him sit back. It worked for Mahomes. Look at Jordan Love.
You don't get better sitting on the bench. I ain't a fan of that. You need to play real games.
But history says they do. You see what I mean?
But you got to think those people, like you say, Jordan Love was behind Aaron Rodgers for years. That's
Right.
different. You don't have an Aaron Rodgers that you can just go put to sit. You know what I'm saying? To sit Fields behind.
Yeah, but Patty
I mean, not
Mahomes
Fields.
and Caleb. But Patty
Yeah.
Mahomes was behind whoever the dude was who was
Alex Smith, he was over there.
Alex Smith. You know, they went and got him from San Francisco.
Oh.
Alex Smith was there for some years though. He
yeah,
was,
what,
he
2
was,
years prior?
he
2
was- yeah,
years
he was over-
prior? So what I'm saying is, sit these guys down and let them sit down and let them earn. Because when you earn something, you know what I mean, things are different. When you earn something, you play different. You know what I
When you
mean?
pay
That's
people
why.
that type of money, you need them on the field. You don't pay them people to
Yeah.
sit on the bench. First pick, first round, he getting that bag. You ain't just sitting him. No,
Yeah, I understand, but I'm
Come
going
on.
this. This is all. I'm talking old school football, the ones that
Yeah.
really became successful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
And that's
back in the
the
A
days,
Pats
that.
fan, man. Brady sat down, you know what I'm saying? But Brady wasn't the first overall pick. If you first overall pick, man, you got to come out. They was
uh,
you heard some of the comparisons to Caleb, and I don't know. I don't know. The Bears, I
That's why
really
we
didn't think
wanted you
they.
here, CJ, because you offer a different perspective from another generation,
Grayson,
and
Yeah,
right,
you get
right.
we can already hear it. Like, like, oh, they need to play, and
yeah, he was good.
whereas we're saying, hey, you need the red shirt, red shirt.
Right.
I want to ask you, not being a Bears fan and not growing up in Chicago, what is your perception of the Chicago Bears from a national standpoint?
Oh, y'all tweak. Y'all got all type of talent on the offensive end. Like y'all got a solid running back, a solid tight end, and solid receivers, and a first round draft quarterback. Like I don't understand why y'all can't score points. That's ridiculous. I can guarantee you, if you gave the Patriots everybody else but Caleb Williams, we would be scoring a lot more points. Like the scheme is terrible, the coaching is terrible. I don't know. I can't really speak on ownership because I don't really know y'all owners like that. But
But can I
I
rebut
don't
that,
think y'all.
CJ?
Hold on, one thing. Only thing I want to say is I don't think y'all should have got rid of Justin Fields.
Justin,
Or
me,
yeah,
I agree
Justin.
with that part.
I
But
think y'all should use that first pick and went and got you anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because y'all didn't do bad at the end of last season. Y'all were on the. You know what I'm saying? You give Justin Fields them weapons, it's a lot different. Now I know that his arm, they question his arm, but Justin Fields, I ain't gonna lie. I seen spurts of Justin Fields. I ain't seen the Caleb yet.
so CJ saying that if the Patriots had the talent we had, y'all would be just running the league. You
I ain't
guys
say
don't
run
have
the
a.
league. I
But hold
said
on,
scoring a lot more points. That's I
check
100%
check.
that.
But check this out though. Check this out though. You guys don't have a strong coaching team, coaching staff either.
What you mean? Everybody
Y'all
came up
don't.
under Belichick. Is Belichick
What
not
have
the
they
GOAT?
done? What have they done for y'all lately though?
This is
They
first
got
year.
a.
This is
You
Mayo's first year. This is first year as head
all right.
coach.
But I mean, he has potential. The thing is,
Yeah,
we do have talent, and the crazy part, and what's so frustrating for Bears fans is that we know we got the talent, you know what
yeah.
I mean, but they're not coached the right way. They like
Y'all
it's
got the
just
talent to compete with the teams in y'all division because y'all got a good division. Like you know what I'm saying. But
we got.
y'all
I
had the
think we
talent.
still got the best division.
Yeah,
You know what I
but
mean? So it's my bad. My bad. I don't mean to cut you off, CJ, but we're very frustrated, dog. Like it's really it's a
y'all and the Jets and even the 49ers, y'all should be frustrated because y'all got all these dogs and they ain't doing nothing.
the Jets deserve what they getting. They should have went and got that dinosaur at quarterback that they got over there.
I agree with that.
Listen to how you
I
sound.
agree with
People
that.
saying the same thing about y'all.
Hold on. Oh no,
People saying
look,
the same thing about
our
y'all.
QB, our QB could develop. This man on his last leg, man.
Yeah, but he is what you say, a veteran. That's the dude you said you would have wanted to go get to put Caleb behind. That the
No,
dude
no,
just
no, no.
like that
Anybody
dude
but
like
dude.
that. You
Anybody,
said Jordan Love. You named Jordan Love, man. So that's who.
anybody but that guy. Anybody but that prima donna, man. We cool.
They look
So
they look
I
bad.
might have missed this. How did you become a Patriots fan? Did I miss that?
No, we didn't
Man,
ask.
we had this conversation every time I see him, man. I've been a
I
Patriots
don't
fan, cuz.
remember, and I'm glad I don't remember. How did a kid from Murfreesboro become a New England
My
Patriots
pop's a
fan?
Patriots fan. He from Michigan,
Okay,
so you know what I'm saying. He was Brady. Yeah, we been Patriots fans this way, man.
so even though Brady left, you stayed with the Patriots.
Am I on here claiming the Patriots on y'all live in front of the nation, and
Okay,
we only done got
okay,
won 3 games? Come on now,
okay,
you acting like we
okay,
just won a Super Bowl or something.
okay,
I ain't
okay,
say I was a
okay.
Chiefs fan, and I'm in Missouri. I could have claimed the Chiefs.
Which is true.
But-
Which is
Okay.
true.
Staying in the NFC North, the Detroit Lions, they are rolling. I think they're 10-1. and it looks like they are the clear favorite to win the NFC North. Minnesota won, Green Bay won. Of course, they beat the Bears. Wow, do we have the Lions as the number one team in the NFC?
Yeah, a lot of folks
Without a
been
doubt.
talking about it might be the best in the league.
Oh wow.
Yeah. A lot of these sports analysts are saying that they're playing lights out and on every in every way. Very well coached team, and the great part about that is that team is not that much different from last year's team. They didn't get too many key players to come through and tweak this position and tweak that. But they kept everything solid the way they had it because obviously they recognized that they had a good thing going last season, and they just going with the flow. And I see it, man. They're scary, especially how they played yesterday. The other day, those guys are scary.
Yeah, and
What did they do
then
last
watch
year
the.
to make y'all that's making them stand out now? Were they not a good team last season?
They were.
They were. Oh, they were a good team.
They
Okay.
were.
Yeah, they made it to the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one game from the Super Bowl. They lost to the 49ers, but the 49ers so banged up. I got to go with Detroit as the favorite, too, as the Bears will face Detroit on Thanksgiving morning. So,
are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Y'all got is it a Thursday morning game or a Thursday night?
11 a.m. 11 a.m.
On Thanksgiving?
On Thanksgiving morning. Yes.
So I'm going to be at work at that time. So I'll catch the highlights later. And I'll watch the late games. You know what I mean? I work at the airport. We don't close. So I'll be at work.
Busiest time. I guess that's what we have put on for Turkey Day then, since But so there's no chance of the Bears beating Detroit on Thursday. Thanksgiving?
Absolutely not.
Oh wow.
No, I disagree. I disagree.
You disagree?
Well,
I disagree. The Bears almost beat Detroit last year in Detroit. I think the Bears blew it in the fourth quarter. I think the Bears were up 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter and let them come back and win. So I think that the Bears, I think that they match up well against Detroit. So I think that I think it'll be a competitive game. I do. But I do, expect the Bears to be the Bears. At least after this game, I'll be going to my grandma's house and get me some good food after a loss, if that happens.
All right. Keep it real. I don't see them. If Detroit is on this momentum, they're moving fast and they're moving scary, man. So I don't see us doing much, dog. That's just being honest.
Y'all best bet keep it competitive.
Yeah,
that's the best bet.
Bro, y'all only won 3 games over there in New England, man. Bro got a lot to say for a squad.
Wait a minute, haven't the Bears only won 4?
Yeah, and we beat them. But
I feel you, CJ.
Is we got to be real to these people. Everybody in the world know that the Bears, even the Bears, know they don't have a chance against the Lions.
Yeah,
coming up.
That's why you play the game. We're gonna move over to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I picked up Chris Boswell on my fantasy team just in time for him to kick 6 field goals and beat the Ravens. CJ, what were your thoughts on the Pittsburgh beating the Ravens? I would have thought that the Ravens would have whooped their ass because we know Pittsburgh has a hard time scoring. But Pittsburgh, pulled it out, number 1 seed in the AFC North.
Yeah, they was the number 1 seed going into that game. But that's a rival, that's a division rival game. And those games always just play close. The Ravens blew it, to be honest with you. Justin Tucker, I don't know what's to him. He looking, he might need to retire after this year. He looked bad. 2 missed field goals.
Yeah.
2, and they wasn't 50-yard boys. He missing 40-yarders. And they not getting blocked. He missing. Well, he looked bad. Derrick Henry fumbled, which I ain't gonna say nothing bad about Derrick Henry because everybody know he been great this year. So, but
Yeah.
he had him a fumble in a crucial situation. The Ravens beat themselves, like I said. Now, don't get me wrong. The Steelers is solid. Great coach team, very well coached team. Defense always good. And the offense, I'm saying they managed the game, but I feel like the Ravens just blew that game. If I'm just being all the way honest.
Mm,
Right.
mm. Yeah,
I
I
I
mean, when
agree.
you only when you only score field goals, that's telling. But for
Yeah.
some reason, Tomlin has Lamar Jackson's number. He does not beat Pittsburgh at all.
No, I
So
think he only beat
that's
them
going to
once
be an
his whole
interesting.
career.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting battle, especially if they meet up in the playoffs. The Cincinnati Bengals lost again. Cincinnati, and I meant to have this slide put up today, but Cincinnati has one of the best offenses in the NFL, and their defense is trash, and therefore their record is 4-7, and they probably will not make the playoffs this year. Bam, what are your thoughts on having Burrow and Chase and Higgins and just cannot stop anybody from scoring?
Yeah, the especially the on the defensive side, they're underachievers, man, because they do have talent there. What's the problem? And I don't know, because the offense can score, and at the end of each game, you see them celebrate all these touchdowns, and at the end of the game, you see them on the bench looking shit faced because the clock's running out. So
Yeah,
I don't know what they need to do. Maybe they need to I don't know, bro. It's just sad. I can't tell you why they're losing. Because
the
they playing
defense,
like,
they can't stop nobody.
yeah,
They can,
they playing lights out. They playing maybe Goodwin are you frozen, bro? I got you, dog. But maybe because sometimes the offense tend to score a little fast. They can run, and here comes the defense back on the field. Maybe they need to maybe control the pace of the game a little bit more so the defense can catch their breath.
No, come on
You
now.
know,
You telling them boys not to try to score?
no, that's
I
not my
know
no
you
no no
not
no no.
telling them
Hold
that.
on.
Slow it
No,
down.
no, bro. See, this just like Goodwin said, that's that new school that you're talking about. I'm talking football. So if you control the
Mm,
pace of the game and control the clock, if you have possession of the ball longer than the next squad, you almost guarantee to win.
I hear
So if
you
I'm
on
you
that,
you,
but hear
you,
me
you
out.
see what I mean?
Listen, I'm gonna shut your point all the way down. Think about the people you name that they got on their team. You name two wide receivers and a quarterback. You didn't name no running back to control the game and like how you saying you want them to be like Pittsburgh and like run the ball. You gotta have a good offensive line, a good back to do that. They got good receivers and great receivers and a great quarterback.
But they
They
let
airing that
Mixon
thing out.
go. Maybe they shouldn't have let Mixon go.
Even though you gotta think you got a good running back, but your line, everybody know Burrow. Burrow he the last few years he'd have been the most sacked quarterback in the league. Burrow gets hit, so they ain't
Yeah,
had
he
no.
does.
Yeah, that ain't they. You got to use your strong suit. You got them weapons out there. Jamar Chase, he trying to get paid too. Man, and they look crazy. They the best. The Bengals. I was some dude that worked this today. They the best worst team I've ever seen in my life. Like I've
yeah,
Yeah,
never
but
seen a
yeah.
team.
they've been playing great ball for years now. You know what I mean? This ain't
Yeah,
nothing new. This ain't
when they
nothing
just
new.
at the
But
Super Bowl, then they beat the
Yeah,
Chiefs. Yeah, they
yeah,
beat the
yeah.
Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl. They lost
That
the
was 3
Eagles.
years
No, that
ago.
wasn't Eagles.
Yeah.
It was the
so I mean that well you just answered my question. They need to control the ball. They don't know how to control the ball. It's easy to score. It's easy to score when you got those guys out there running 100 miles an hour. It's easy to score, but can you control the pace of the game? There's no way
No.
you can control the pace of the game where your defense, they ain't even catch their breath. Y'all already done scored. They got to come back out.
All right. Would you rather them score and them come back out, or them go 3 and out and them still come back out? Because you got to think if you don't score, you punt it. The defense right back on the field too.
Facts, but
You
but
know what I'm
still,
saying?
but
Even you
still,
got to
if
think
you
they got them gunners where they might throw a hitch and Chase might take it for 80. You know what I'm saying?
that's
Like
exactly on any
that's
given play.
any
So
given play. Like
So yeah, I don't know. That's how I feel. I feel like if they had a little bit more control of the clock, maybe they'll be a little bit more successful because the defense they do. What's the name of that? Herrick. What's the name of the guy? The defensive end. Big dude, white boy. He a dog too.
For who?
I forgot for the Bengals. I forgot what his name is. It's on the tip of my tongue. But they have talent out there. It's just they playing Madden 2025, man, instead of slowing
Yeah,
down the game. You see
yeah.
what I mean?
Well, we'll see what happens with the Bengals a couple of years removed from the Super Bowl, and another AFC rivals, the Bills and the Chiefs played, and the Bills beat the undefeated Chiefs in Buffalo to give them their first loss of the season. Buffalo does this almost every year. CJ, is Buffalo for real?
For real, like what? Like Super Bowl contenders?
Can they beat Baltimore? Can they beat Kansas City to represent the AFC
When
in
it
the Super
count,
Bowl?
I ain't taking. I ain't gonna lie. We saw Baltimore handle Buffalo bad. I ain't gonna lie. Now, the granted, yeah, they handled them bad. I'm not taking Buffalo over Baltimore when it count, and I ain't taking Buffalo over Patrick Mahomes when it count. If I'm being all the way honest, they just ain't showed it to me. But they look good. They look great. Uh, I mean, shoot, the way it's looking, they might end up getting that bye and then having home field advantage, which everybody know that mean a lot. But I would like to see somebody dethrone Mahomes. I would prefer if it's Lamar, if I'm being honest. But I would like to see somebody dethrone Mahomes. But I believe it when I see it.
Yeah,
What about the Chargers? The Chargers pissed me off the other day because they were they had the ball with less than 2 minutes left, and they did not run the ball one time. And so, Ben, when you talk about that controlling the clock and game management, they went 3 and out with less than 2 minutes. Given who were they playing? God damn it, I forgot who they were playing.
I was playing Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Oh, that's okay. So it's the same game. They gave Cincinnati the chance to come back and win that game. I couldn't believe Jim Harbaugh didn't run that ball. I could not believe it. But then they got lucky because then the Bengals did the same thing. This week was just bad game management, bad coaching by so many teams. Bears, Chargers, Bengals. It was just bad. I was pissed off at the end of the night.
So how I feel about that is I think because these guys ain't new to football, but this is everybody want to win with the lights, like with the runoff 50-yard. You know what I mean? Instead of playing that old ball, John Madden hit him in the trenches and smash him in the mouth. No, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to do that anymore. I watched the entire game. Actually, it was entertaining because the crowd kept me on your toes, and I think that's only for and then it's a primetime game. I think that was for viewers, for people to be excited about what the game is. It's not old. It's a new generation. It's a new game. The NFL is changing. Hopefully, it doesn't change as drastically as the NBA, but it's definitely changing, and that's just simply what I think it is.
Yeah, that game,
CJ,
they
give
was
us
getting
your
blown
Super
out.
Bowl prediction. Give us your Super Bowl. What
Ooh.
teams are going to, before we move on to the NBA, what teams do you think are going to represent in the Super Bowl February 9th, 2025?
I
We
just
know it's not going to be the Patriots.
no, it won't. Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm gonna say I want to see Baltimore versus the Lions.
Hmm.
Baltimore versus the Lions in the Super Bowl. I'm still riding with Baltimore coming out the AFC.
Whew, you talk about low ratings.
Yeah.
You got two
Low
black
rating.
ass cities.
I'm like, why would it be low?
You got Lamar, and then you got to think Detroit. This is I hate it. Looked like it's Detroit year. Like, and I thought last year Detroit looked real good, but
Yeah.
it's looking real like. And I'm happy, Detroit have been through it.
Yeah,
we
they
done
have.
watched them rebuild. Literally, we done watched them rebuild in the draft, and they I I I, I wouldn't be mad with the outcome in that Super Bowl either way it go. Like if Lamar was to get his first one, or if Detroit was to get them one for the city, I wouldn't. You can't go wrong with that.
The Lions
I'm gonna
have
go
never won a Super Bowl. Never.
Yeah,
ever. I'm gonna
I'm
go with
going to Detroit
KC.
for sure.
I'm
If
gonna
they
go. I'm
win,
gonna
I'll
go
be there.
KC and Detroit. I'm gonna go KC and Detroit. Jared Goff is a dog, and I don't see anyone beating KC. They lost that game because every team loses. It's any, you know what I mean. And yeah, I don't see anybody knocking them off in the AFC, man. Just being honest.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. We're going to move over to the NBA, and I want to challenge CJ. If you watch Sports Center, you know this, but who is the number 2 on the list of all-time 3-point shots made?
Oh, it's the beard, lefty. But did you
Okay.
see? He said he number one because Steph don't count. Steph ain't normal. He said he number one. But yeah, they
I
played
would
each other
have
last night,
never
and I
guessed
watched
that
that
he was
game.
that close. Yeah, I would have never thought that he was that close.
Are you
But
sure?
wow.
He
Yeah,
people A
I'm
lot of
sure.
people don't. I think since James Harden never won him a championship, a lot of people don't give James Harden but the credit he deserved. But just like Steph Curry changed the game, James Harden changed the game with that step back. Anybody say what they want, that's his patented step back that everybody do now. That was unguardable. We seen the stint where he went 2 months straight in Houston with giving everybody 38 to 40. Like only
Yeah,
person he gave every team in the league at least a 40 ball. Only person did something
yeah,
like that is Kobe. So I ain't shocked
yeah,
that he passed Ray Allen.
yeah. Bam, what you are you a James Harden fan?
Not really, but congrats to him.
Yeah,
Well, him passing Ray Allen is not a big. It's really don't mean nothing to me. The reason being is that that's the game today. Anybody, honestly, it doesn't. That's the game today. Step back three dribbles, three. So, it's easier to beat these records now than it was back then. Where you got to wait for your homie to pass you the ball. And Ray Allen wasn't like, especially during like the mid and towards the end of his career, he didn't have the ball all. He didn't push point like that. You know what I mean? So he was a lot of times he was riding the bench. He was just a sixth man. So I mean, congrats to him, Ray Allen.
Ray Allen was a six man.
No, he was well. Even if he started, he was a two guard or something. He didn't have the
Where?
ball in his hand anywhere. He didn't have the ball in his hands like that to walk up
Y'all
to the
better do
court.
y'all homework on.
Hold on, to walk up, dribble, shoot. He didn't have that. First of all, he didn't have that freedom because the coaches back then didn't play that. They called plays for these guys. You see what I mean? So I mean, congrats. But at the end of the day, it was a record. Like a lot of these records are going to be beaten just the way the new NBA offenses is ran. So it is what
yeah.
it
The
is.
offensive records. We ain't got to worry about the defensive records being
At
broken.
all. You ain't got to touch those. You ain't
Do
got
you
to worry
think
about those.
Steph record to be broke?
Maybe eventually.
Nah, I don't see that one.
Eventually.
I don't see
Trust
his
Look,
me.
single season record being broke or all time. Trey, I don't know nobody else who had a green light to shoot like he can. Steph Curry can shoot a half court 10 times down the court and airball all of them, and you will still let him shoot the next one because you just know it's Steph Curry.
Yeah,
Like,
Steph. I mean, yeah, he's definitely Steph is definitely one of the goats. I ain't to take nothing away from him, but the way the game evolves nowadays, before in the next 10 years, you're gonna have another Steph Curry that's gonna be a better shooter. He might be from Kyrgyzstan, just like everybody else is now from overseas that's coming through here just playing lights out. So I'm I want to see what the game's going to be like in 10 years and see what it is. See what it is, because just like all our heroes, their records are being beaten. That people said, "Oh, this could never be touched," and then now they just flushing those down the toilet like, "Oh, another record being beaten, another record." So, but I mean,
LeBron
it
beat
is what
that
it is.
all-time scoring record. That was crazy.
Yeah, they said that was never going to happen.
And what's
You see what I
crazy is
mean?
if you ask me right now, I'll tell you it would have never happened either. I'll tell you his won't get broke.
Exactly.
I just don't know about
Exactly.
who
You
else
feel me?
going. Honestly,
You feel me? So
Well, they don't.
and
People don't play. They don't play enough. It's all this load management, injury management
yeah,
BS that nobody really cares to play. So they don't care about breaking no records. They just want to be healthy and make sure they can make it to their sons' games when they retire.
exactly. But one thing I'll give LeBron, I think LeBron.
Just side note, there's nothing wrong with that. Their kids are coming up through the
Come
league,
Kim.
so they want to make
It
sure
is
that
something
they're
wrong
able
with
to
that.
do that. Shout out to
No.
Cayenne for making his decision this weekend. Since we're talking
that was
about
dope.
the NBA kids,
That was dope.
Yeah.
Yes,
Shout out
Yeah,
to
that was
him
that
for
was
going
dope.
to Syracuse.
yes,
But we need you to play. And that's why Joel Embiid is getting all the flack he's getting these days, because he don't want to play. He don't want to play hard. Maxey called him out saying, "Hey, you being late to practice." The Philadelphia 76 have only won 2 or 3 games. They probably they in big trouble not even making the playoffs. We need you to play. We don't need you to be worried about how your health is going to be 10 years from now with your unborn kids. We need you to play the game now, what you get paid for.
How much was that contract again? What it in the 200s?
Yeah, the only thing I like about that is he's hurt though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to make it seem like, and I ain't saying y'all, I'm just saying like everybody, they making it seem like he just don't want to play. I don't think that's the case. Joel Embiid has been hurt ever since he been in the league. Like, that's a fact.
I agree with you there. You can tell that his knees, and when you that tall, that's usually the first thing. How tall are you? 6'5", CJ?
6'4", but you got to think, and then the style of play he play, like, you gonna take a beat, and then like say he a big, but he ball dominant. He got the ball in his hand like Jokic. You know what I'm saying? They got that rock in their hand a lot. So I do think the only reason I think it looked bad is because he played in the USA team and he was healthy, and now he ain't healthy. I think that's the reason why everybody ain't letting up on him. But it don't shock me Joel Embiid hurt. It just shocked me that everybody saying he faking.
Well, I don't know, man, bro. If you getting paid millions
I don't
of dollars,
think he's faking.
No. I won't say he's faking either. But you getting paid millions of dollars, man. Take half of the season off. Get yourself together. The amount of trainers that they have, medical experts. You know what I mean? Even the procedures are light years ahead of what it was 10 years ago. Not even 20 years ago. So if you need to sit out to get yourself right, sit out to get yourself right. But don't come in and play 3, 4 games, 5 games, sit back out another 2 or 3, and that's not.
Or say you're not going. Or say you're not going to play the second game of back-to-backs before the season even started.
He ain't cleared to do that though.
Y'all brought up the trainers and stuff like that. Be very well aware these trainers and stuff work for the organization, so he really could.
They hire their own.
But some of them hire their own. But I'm just saying, like, I'm assuming the coaches, the front staff, the owner, they're listening to the ones they hired. So what if he really is explaining to them that he feels pain and they don't report back what he's actually saying? I mean,
they know he hurt.
I feel like that it's very easy to start these narratives, especially with these, men making all this money, because exactly like everybody collectively said, like, you got all this money, just play. But
well, I know for a fact that the organization will want to protect their investment, because that's a lot of money they're paying this guy. You know what I mean? So they want to make sure, okay, look, but we're paying you all this money to fill these seats.
Well, I got a question. Do y'all know, my bad to cut you off, do y'all know that he's not medically cleared to play back-to-backs? Like, medically, he's not cleared to play back-to-backs yet. So now, even if he wanted to play back-to-backs, he cannot play back-to-back games right now. Like, that's
retire. retire. No, I'm just saying because this is what you're getting paid to do, bro. I can't tell my people at my job and tell them, bro, I can't be here tomorrow, Joe. You know what I mean? I love y'all, but you know what I mean? My toe hurt.
No,
So
I
so
feel you on
so
that.
what I'm saying is and I totally understand what you're saying, CJ, but cry me a river, bro. There's a lot of money on the line. You see what I mean? I'm sorry. Like
Different
But
generations.
there's some
real
money out
real
there.
talk.
Y'all
But you
don't
want
believe in
him?
mental health either.
Nah, Joel Embiid. Shoot, you rather Joel Embiid play in the spring and the summer than in this fall and this winter. Because if he play, okay, he have an MVP season, right? He play all through the regular season, and then the playoffs come and he can't do nothing. Now I know right now they losing so bad. It's a question if they make the playoffs. But everybody know the NBA, all them games they play, man, they'll be all right. Ain't nobody worried about that. The East ain't that deep.
Yeah, I don't. I have to say that I don't like the fact that Joel Embiid and people like Kawhi Leonard, and I'm even going to throw in Bronny James. Uh, they're just taking roster spots.
Kawhi
Get
Leonard,
let they Kawhi taking roster spot. Now look, great, they may be hurt, but what I do know is that as an athlete, you're always going to be hurt and you have to play through stuff. And I just feel like it is an integrity issue for these people to continue to take all this money knowing that they're not going to play. It is wrong for the Lakers to draft Bronny knowing that he's not going to play. There's a qualified college person that didn't get drafted that's probably in the G League that could have had that spot. Kawhi Leonard, you're done. Retire. Get out of here. Give that spot to somebody else that's actually trying to earn their way and earn a living and willing to get out there and play. Joel
I got
Embiid is
pushed
a
back on
diva.
that because
Yeah,
that's
these are
that's
divas. These are divas now. You young
the
people are
thing.
divas.
Kawhi Leonard, I hear you saying earn your money. That man that earned his money. He's a multi-time NBA champion and Finals MVP. What he got? 2, 3 rings and a Finals MVP under his belt.
He may have earned it in San Antonio.
San Antonio. He went
It
to the
was given.
Raptors. He's like he messed up for real. You got to think he set
No,
out the
oldest.
Man, God was just about to
Go
go
ahead,
off.
CJ.
Man, he froze.
I
You
know.
good,
Go
bro?
ahead, CJ.
but yeah, no, it's, Kawhi Leonard, I can't. I don't know. He hurt, and he been hurt for a while, and yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it's bad. But to retire him and Joel Embiid, the game of basketball ain't ready for them to retire yet. Them, those are bona fide superstars that, when healthy, can be the best player on the floor any given night against whoever they playing against. Both of them, and Kawhi got it on both ends of the floor. You know how he get down. He
They're
ain't.
done.
Don't talk about the
Kawhi's
claw.
done.
He gay. All right. He might
Kawhi's
be done.
done.
His knees are shot. But because you gotta think, okay, I'm gonna flip it on y'all. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Just like y'all saying, okay, well, these people injured, whatever, they ain't earning their money. These people got injured earning that money that y'all talking about. They got injured on the job. Y'all get injured on the
Oh, of
job, y'all
course.
want workers' comp. So these people that got injured on the job, pay them their money, even if they don't play again, pay them their cheese and then keep it pushing. If you don't want them on the team, kick them off the team and pay them money. But yeah, no, they shoot. You get injured on that
I'll
job, you
say
want your money.
I
check
100% agree with that.
check
Come on, CJ, with the
check
word.
this, CJ. Check this, CJ. Like one thing that's been a part of professional sports for as long as we know is injuries. I mean, for
Yeah.
as long as we know. And the names are in the history books. Each and every last one of them has gotten injured. So you got to okay. What am I gonna do? Let me bring up. Let me give you an example. Matthew Stafford, Goodwin. Do you remember when he threw the ball and they knocked the shoulder out of place and the coach was telling him
Yeah,
get out? He said
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
They said, bro, if you don't, he said no, and he played with a dislocated shoulder. You know what I mean? That's what would separate men from mice. Seriously.
Yeah. And
That's
if I
that
was,
that
and if I'm a coach or if I'm the head of a team like the Clippers, there's no way that I'm going to extend that contract to Kawhi Leonard and
right.
not to Paul George. I would have let Kawhi Leonard walk and give that money to Paul George, who wanted to stay there. Um, that's just my point. And
That's
if
valid.
the organizations don't think that way, then that's on them. They deserve to lose. The Clippers deserve to lose. Philadelphia deserves to lose. That neither one of them are winning. And I want to move on to just the NBA being good. I have NBA League Pass, so I watch most of the games. And I mean, from top to bottom, I mean, who's the worst team in the NBA? All the teams, because they have gone young, they are all pretty good. I mean, we talking about even like the Portland Trailblazers. You know, they have a decent squad. They beat Minnesota twice recently.
Hey, the Celtics just
You
gave the
know,
Cavs their first loss too.
oh wow. I
They
figured
just
that they
beat
were
them.
in Boston, right?
They won by 3. Yeah, they just beat them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean the Cavs, I think the Cavs are overachieving. They won't make it out the first round of the playoffs. And they never stay healthy. They never stay healthy.
Depending on who
So
they play, cause you got I ain't going for that. The Cavs look. They was what 15-0, 16-0. The Cavs real, man. You can't just be writing the Cavs off.
mm-mm,
They the best team as
not
of
gonna.
right now. As of right now, record wise,
That's
they're
right.
the best team in
Record
the
wise,
NBA.
yeah.
They're the best team
That's
in the NBA
right.
right now.
That's right. But when the playoffs start, they'll be the 4th or 5th seed, and they'll lose in the first round. Watch. And we know Donovan Mitchell gonna get hurt. We know that. Evan Mobley gonna get hurt, and probably even the guard Garland, he stay hurt. So, but I do think that the coach that they have now, Kenny Atkinson, is a good coach, and he was a good coach before that. Brooklyn went and got Durant and Harden and Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
He had that team playing, and then of course they fired him. They go get Steve Nash, who had never coached a day in his life. And I don't think Steve Nash has coached a game since he was fired from the Brooklyn Nets. Nobody hired his ass. So shout out to Kenny Atkinson. But the Cleveland Cavaliers, they're not beating Boston. They're definitely not beating New York. I got the New York Knicks headed to the finals representing the
You
East
got the
this year.
Knicks coming out the East.
Oh wait, that's a
bold one.
That is
it can
bold.
happen.
That is bold.
Especially how they look right now, though. They look right now. Cat look good. I don't know. It's a new team though, so you got to give them a minute to gel. But
yeah,
when they get healthy, it could happen though. I could see that, but that's a bold one. I still got Boston coming out the East, especially once they get Porzingis back. It's over with.
All right, I'm not there yet, y'all. It's still football season, but I'm not. I ain't there yet. I mean, I've seen a few highlights, and there's a lot of fresh legs this season, and it seems as though like by the All-Star break, it's gonna be a very entertaining season. Just give me a minute, y'all. I got y'all. I'm gonna catch up in a minute.
Who y'all got coming out the West? Or start going. Who you got coming out the West?
Right now, coming out the West, you know what? I'm gonna have to take a rain check on that because Denver.
What is wrong? You talking about a rain check?
Denver
holding your feet to the fire, man.
Okay, well, I mean, if I have to choose somebody, oh my God, if I had to choose somebody, I guess I would have to go with.
Come on now.
I don't want to choose. I don't want to choose,
man. Come on now.
I don't want because Jokic. I think Denver, their window might have closed. I like Durant, and I would like for Devin Booker. I don't care for Durant, but I would like for Devin Booker to get one. I don't want Luka to get one. And I think that Minnesota is going to choke in the end. Golden State looks good, but they're not big enough for me. Who am I missing? I mean, I don't know. I
Well,
don't
you
know.
OKC.
I'm
You ain't
definitely
said
not
nothing
picking
about
the Lakers.
OKC.
That's okay. That's who I'm missing. I would like it to be OKC, but the way they showed up against Dallas last year scares me. But with them having Hartenstein and they have Caruso giving them some good solid defense now, I do think that, and I forgot about them. Thank you for that. I do think that OKC is the team to beat. But all of those teams are so good, and if
Yeah,
they're healthy.
The West is close.
That's 7. Those are 7-game series. Who knows what can happen? Well, who do you have coming out the West, CJ?
I'm going with the Suns. I'm on record saying that before the season started.
Phoenix Suns.
I got Phoenix coming out, and I'm biased. Don't get me wrong. I want to see all the guys you named get one. I know you said you ain't like KD, but I want to see KD get another one. I feel like that net situation, Brooklyn, they was supposed to get one there. That was on personal situation. I want to see KD get one though. D Book, I like D Book. Brad Bill, I told you I'm in St. Louis. I gotta go with Brad. Yeah, I
He's
want to
from
see
over there, huh?
Yeah, I want to see the Phoenix Suns come out the West.
Durant, I think that Durant is a hell of a player. Could have been one of the all-time greats if he had not gone to Golden State. Once he went to Golden State to join them, I think that he tarnished his legacy. And I know you young people, y'all want to join up and I want to get with my homeboy and I want to have an Olympic team and shit. No. He went to Golden State. He tarnished his legacy. And I don't want to see him win a thing ever again. I wish he would have never went to Phoenix. He should have stayed right there in Brooklyn.
But he is an all-time great, though, right? I heard you say he could have been. He is an all-time great right now. If he never dribbled the ball,
he's an all-time great scorer. He is one of the best scorers ever.
He's the best scorer ever. If we're gonna say it,
I'll tell you this.
I wasn't even gonna go there with it. I wasn't even gonna go there with it. But if we being honest, I'm just gonna say it like this: he's 7 foot and can do everything your favorite point guard can do.
But see, he could have been in the top 10 debate though. If it would have stayed with OKC, trust me, they would have won 1 or 2. But yeah, I don't know if they can beat those Warriors.
I'm hearing you. I hear you 100%. I'm not really condoning the teaming up thing and not teaming up thing, but all I'm gonna say is I don't like how KD is graded on the curve, and I'm biased towards KD. Don't get me wrong, y'all can't tell I like KD, but that teaming up stuff that y'all are talking about. I mean, let's talk about the team ups. Braun and the Heat. I don't hear nobody like. It's like now that KD did what he did, it's just forgot that.
Oh no. They the ones that cast the most flack because they actually
LeBron catches the
kicked
flack
it off.
Every day.
So how can you? So you can sit here and say, well, you can't blame him. That's if Braun is the quote unquote greatest of all time, he's that's who you want to be.
He's not my GOAT. He ain't my GOAT.
I'm just saying in the NBA right now.
Damn GOAT.
She said it the best way. I ain't gonna say GOAT because he ain't my GOAT either. But she's the standard. That's the standard, and he should be the standard. Shoot, if I'm trying to pass the standard, and this is what he doing to get. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't I do that? Like I had an opportunity to do it and it worked. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like it was like, oh, he did it and it didn't work. It's like, oh no, he did it and it worked. Shoot, they did. It worked real good. Like, people was happy when he decided to leave. You know what I'm saying?
It was accepted. I don't think that the super teams became an issue until y'all collectively decided that the NBA was getting weaker. Like I feel like that's when the super teams became an issue, when people think that the trajectory of the game started to change after. But I remember when LeBron took his talents to South Beach, everybody was excited.
Quote, well, look, word for word what he told them people on TV.
Exactly. I came home to watch it, and I was a Heat
word
fan.
For word.
I was a Heat fan, like literally. So I feel like everybody got mad afterwards, and now it's a bad thing because you all feel like collectively the game has changed because of it. But before that,
Yeah.
Everybody
And
clap.
KD,
Everybody
KD did it. He did. Hey, as far as I'm concerned, he handled his business because if he wouldn't have done that and he would have stayed in OKC and kept, you know what I'm saying, did it the old school way and never won. Let's just say they never won. Let's say James Harden dipped. You seen that Russ got gone and they just never panned out and won. He would never be. He'd be like a Charles Barkley. You know what I'm saying? We would never. We'd be like, well, he could have been one of the greats, but he never won a ring. It's like, nah, man. He went. He got them rings, and he was the Finals MVP. So it ain't like he was just, he ain't do his part on the school project. He just rode the bench and got them rings. No, he was
So
the
see,
guy.
see the difference between the Charles Barkleys and the Ewings and those guys is that a soldier died on the sword, man. He died on the shield. My bad.
When
A
we
soldier
have
dies on the
these
shield, man.
when we
It,
have
it's
these
it,
discussions
it's
about
it.
goats, they say rings though, man. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, but you fight to the end, man. You know what I mean? With all integrity. You know what I'm saying? You can't say, "Oh, the GD's whooping my ass. Let me go join them real quick and beat the rest of the Stones." You know what I mean? It's just not an honorable thing to do. Period. In any walk
No,
of
it
life.
ain't.
I understand it's entertainment, but do you know how much the fans are invested into their team sports?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
can you believe?
Y'all are
Like,
Bears fans, of course we know.
thank you. Thanks for bringing that back up.
I'm just
hey,
saying.
hey, Kim.
Y'all going down with y'all going down with the Titanic. We already know.
Kim just peeled the scab. It was scabbing up.
Look, they lucky. They lucky that Cubs
I'm
fans and not
just
Sox.
so we understand.
Oh man, here we go with the socks thing. Oh my goodness. See what you done started, Kim?
No.
See what you done started. But I don't know. I think that's just the difference of like when the sports entertainment became more of a business than the competition itself, and it's across the board, not just in the NBA. And that's what turned me off from the NBA. I'm not into it. Like I used to watch. I don't care if back. Remember Portland used to be balling back in the days and playing New York, and I'm a Bulls fan. I watch their game. Why? Because that's just the entertain, the passion and the spirit they put into it. Now is where the money at? Or I want these rings. These rings don't mean that much to me like they used to mean back in the days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the reason, and I'm with you, I agree. You ain't say nothing wrong, but I can't say these people wrong for getting their money because we didn't realize like this business. You make these teams and these organizations. Let's say LeBron stayed with Cleveland for his whole tenure. You know what I'm saying? He's been 20 years now. He done made the Cavaliers billions and billions and billions of dollars. Unless when LeBron retired, now granted LeBron gonna be retired, he gonna be straight, but back in the day, they wasn't paying them people like that. You know what I'm saying? These people, that's why you see the Charles Barkley's and them still, they getting their money off other stuff now. They wasn't getting that type of bag. Like, so you got to, like, just like football, you got to get your money when you can.
Yeah, I agree with that part. But, you know what I mean? We the fans just want to see good sports. You know what I mean? I remember when Scottie Pippen had that who put a big old lump on his head. Malone put that little big lump on his head. He was like, and it fueled the fire the whole team. Like, oh, we got a ride for him. We ain't gonna beat nobody up, but we about to ball, and they ball. Now it's you got to cart me off the court. You know what I mean? I can't play all the games more.
That's all.
You see what I mean? And yet you're getting hundreds of millions of dollars, hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. It's not the same, bro.
Yeah,
it really. And then you got this fake championships. They get your bag though.
Oh, that fake champion. Now that summer, that's the money grab too.
The summer league or whatever they call it.
Not the summer league, the in-season tournament, the in-season. That's what's going on right now.
Okay. I was
that was the worst.
That was the tournament.
Yeah,
that's going on right now. That was the game tonight. So they play. I think they play Tuesdays and Thursdays are the in-season tournament games.
Okay.
I am not interested.
All right, gentlemen. Well, I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. We'll be back. I guess we probably need to come back in 2 weeks after the Bears play Minnesota and their Thanksgiving game against the Lions. Three straight divisional opponents. Not looking good at all, but
Y'all
we
better hope
will
the
tune
Lions
in.
resting. Y'all better hope they resting people. They got that. They better hope they got that bye clinch and they resting people by that time.
Man, it
So,
hurts, man. We the butt of every joke
unapologetic
right now.
Unapologetic podcast on all podcast platforms and all social media platforms. CJ, thank you for joining us from the trash state of Missouri.
Thanks for having me. I ain't gonna lie, this was fun. This is my first time doing something like this. I like that.
Well, you were great,
And
and we
hopefully,
can't wait to have you
yes,
back.
I appreciate it. I
yes,
can't wait to come back.
yes. And I'll see you in a few days down in the great city of Murfreesboro. See you in a
Yes,
little bit.
sir. The borough. All right. Well, y'all have a happy holidays. If I don't see y'all before the holidays, and it was nice meeting y'all. Thanks for having me.
Thank
All right,
you.
most
All right,
definitely,
sir.
most
Thank
definitely.
All right. See ya.
Bam. Thank you for being here with us as usual. You have been great. We need you to watch a little more basketball. The NBA season is doing it's good. It's entertaining. I mean, it's all the teams are good because
Yeah, I've been seeing
back in
some
the day,
highlights.
yeah, back in the day, it used to be, the veterans, but now sports has really moved towards playing players younger, and it
Right.
is really paying off as far as excitement and entertainment. Now, the quality is not as good, but it is definitely entertaining. And you see it's a lot of athleticism in the game now. So turn it on when there ain't no football on. You can
All
turn it
right,
on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays and Saturday.
I got you,
Yeah.
dog. But yeah, man, it's been another good show. I do need to tap into the NBA a little bit, but I've been seeing highlights here and there, but it just hasn't grabbed me yet. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna tune in to see what's going on, and because I know there's a lot of youngsters that's in the league that in the last 2-3 years that just came in the league that's finally getting a chance to get out there and do their thing. So shout out
Yeah.
to them,
Yeah.
and definitely I need to tap in.
Yeah, and if we can get rid of Embiid and Kawhi and Bronny, we could get we can get three more players up so that they can
Yeah.
show off their talents versus
Leave Ronnie
watching
alone.
these people steal money.
Yeah, it's a money
the,
grab, man. it's a
the
they
actual and
just
factual Tim Smith will be live tomorrow with current events and entertainment. And yeah, this has been. I'm just that's what I
Y'all
say. I'm not
made
even
it.
about to put my
I'm so proud of y'all. You know what I mean? It was a hard, hard couple weeks or whatever.
yeah.
And now I'm looking
And that's
forward to
why
the game next week.
no, I'm not putting myself through this on
No?
next
Oh,
Tuesday.
okay. Well,
We'll take Thanksgiving break off, and then
oh,
we'll
okay.
come the following Tuesday.
And the
Hopefully, we can
following
have
Tuesday, I didn't want to. I mean, Justin's looking. He's on the
Justin
winning
is on the
squad.
bench.
I don't care
Justin,
where
we don't.
he is. Okay, he
No,
is on
Justin
the winning
played.
squad.
Justin played. Did you see him? He played the other
No,
day.
see, they
Yeah,
done
he
messed
came
up.
in.
I missed that. I
They
missed
done
that. What did
messed
he?
up my Twitter is tripping since the election, and so if he would play, like, I had the thing set up, it's not set up like that anymore, so I didn't know.
Yeah, he the Pittsburgh, it was at the one on the final drive, and Pittsburgh, it was like 2nd and 10, and he came in and he ran the ball for 9 yards to get him 3rd and 1. So
Oh, that's
then
what's up.
Russell Wilson came back in. So we'll probably see more of that because Justin Fields is the great athlete, and Russell
he
Wilson
is.
is too, but Fields is a better athlete than Wilson, and
Yes.
he's younger. So
Do y'all miss
you'll probably
Justin
see
yet?
more of that. But you say what?
Do y'all miss Justin yet?
No.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I do because I'm a fan of his. I'm a fan of his, and I thought he was gonna stick in town. He was gonna be in town for at least till his rookie contract
He
is
should have been.
you know, he would have inked another couple years afterwards because he showed us little moments of greatness. But yeah, I mean, much love to Caleb because I'm this, especially this last game. I see what he's capable of doing.
Okay.
So let's just see what happens, man.
Okay.
But Justin's gonna find a home somewhere before his career is over with. That he's gonna hold on to the ball and be the man.
Wherever he going, I'm going. So I get it.
You know, I didn't know you were such a bandwagon sports fan, Kim. You jump all over the place.
No. I'm following Justin Fields. That is it. I don't
Now, you was following LeBron too. You followed LeBron earlier.
No, be very, very clear. I was a Dwayne Wade fan, so LeBron showed up to my city. Oh, okay.
Okay. We got you.
Clear. I was a Miami stan. You couldn't tell me nothing about them. Okay. So no. I'm not a bandwagon anything. I've told you multiple times. I love LeBron off the court.
Yeah. All right, Unapologetic Podcast Sports. Thank you, Bev. Thank you, Kim. We out.
We out.
Night.